Guys, it's NewKid from newkid.com, and I'm here to do a quick comparison video between the Infinix Zero 4 that was just released yesterday and the Infinix Note 3 that was released about 2 months ago. The Infinix Note 3's price point is about 60,000, in the range of 65,000, and this is retailing currently for 116,000. Now that's a whooping about 50 something thousand difference between both of these devices. So I'm expecting some significant differences between both of these devices. So first off, the similarities in the display: they are both 1080p full HD IPS displays, very similar in display. I'm just going to increase the brightness a little bit here and a little bit here, so you can see that displays are very similar, different backgrounds but still very similar. Okay, so the second similarity is the notification LED. They both spot notification LED. When you receive messages or when you're charging, you get like a notification LED. The only difference is that this has like several colors for the notification. You have blue, red, green, any color you want. I think that maybe a variety of colors. And then this has just the green color. And then the third similarity is that they both spot the Android. They're both running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and they are running on XOS UI. That's Infinix own UI. And then they both have the fingerprint sensor at the back. So I'm just gonna test the fingerprint sensor for you. Okay, and yeah. So yeah, really fast fingerprint sensors. And then let's go on to the differences between both of these devices. Now they both have back cameras with dual flash, but this is a 20.7 megapixel camera, and this is a 13 megapixel camera. Now the difference is that one is really professional and the other is just, well, really good, but still this is a whole new you know user experience when it comes to the camera. There are too many settings that come from that borrowed from the DSLR camera, professional camera, which a lot of professional photographers would appreciate, and people who want to learn a little bit more about photography would appreciate on the Infinix Zero 4, which I also do appreciate that I can borrow or learn a little bit about photography, professional photography. So that is something that the users of the Infinix Zero 4 will get to appreciate. And then the front camera, this is a 5 megapixel. For you selfie lovers, 5 megapixel is actually really good. But for the Infinix Note Zero 4, it has a very wide angle 13 megapixel. Basically this camera equals this camera, which is amazing for a 13 megapixel, amazing for a front facing camera. And that is something I would come to use like a lot. Second thing that I really do like about the Infinix Zero 4 is that it has 4G connectivity. 4G LTE is really fast, and 3G is a snail compared to 4G, which you know people are okay with 3G, but I mean now is the future, and I kind of want to be on top of it. So yeah, this has 4G and it's really good. I like that about this. And oh, I forgot to mention that the camera has like optical image stabilization. The Infinix Zero 4 has optical image stabilization. That is just a hardware that has been in place to make sure that your videos do not shake when you move around. And this one has a software feature for that, but this is more effective. And you have on the inside of both of these devices are two different processors. Here you have the MTK octa-core. Here you have the MTK octa-core, 1.3 gigahertz speed, and on this one you have a Helio 10 cores. That's 10 cores. This is 8 cores. That's octa-core, and this is 10 cores. This is Helio. That's a very new processor from MTK, from MediaTek. And then the Antutu benchmark, you can see the differences between both of them. Both of these devices have, like, well, you take a look at the Antutu benchmark scores. The Infinix Zero 3 the Infinix Zero 4 completely obliterates the Note 3 by a long shot. It's It's, you're going to get amazing gaming speed, amazing everything, app opening speed from this, a lot more than you get on this other device. And then, that is going to tell after you've used your device for a really long time. Also, this device comes with a 32 GB ROM and a 4 GB RAM, which is twice the size of the 16 GB and the 2 GB RAM. So that's 2 times the size of this. Hence, that probably helped a lot when it comes to opening apps. It helps a lot when it comes to opening apps, closing apps, and then leaving them running for a long time and still coming back to them. And yeah, the battery life. So the battery life on this beast is a 4,000 milliamp battery. 4,000 milliamp battery is really big for any device today, and it would run for several days if you don't use it too heavily for gaming and stuff. And this has a 4,500 milliamp battery, which is an absolute beast as well. And it will give you a lot longer usage time than the Infinix Zero 3. But that's probably because you'll be using this probably for less powerful stuff, and then use this for your photography all day, and then your gaming, and a lot of heavy apps, maybe editing apps or whatever. And yeah, but this would last you more than a day. 4,000 milliamp battery should last you for more than a day for the average user, probably pushing 2 days. And this should last you about 2 days and some change. But at the end of the day, most people charge their phones at the end of the day, so it's kind of like. And then that's it for the comparison between these devices. When it comes to which one to get, ultimately I think the price point would help you decide. I think that paying 116,000 for this is really worth it, because you get that very, very clean aluminum body that is completely unibody. Like, it's as premium could get today. When it comes to the antenna bands, the color, the camera is a little raised, but still, it is very, very, very nice looking. And that's why I would suggest that you get this if you can, if the budget is not your, if you don't care too much about how pricey it is. It is not even pricey for the features that you get. So yeah. And then for people for students and average, but people on an average budget, you should probably get the Infinix Note 3, because just because you still use all these amazing features, and even if your camera is not as professional or whatnot, you still kind of enjoy your device for longer time, slightly longer time. So yeah, I'll be back with a gaming review. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And yeah.